Yes, please feel free to let me know if y'all have any questions. Don't hesitate, just reach out and interrupt. My name is Pam Lake. I'm a channel sales specialist here at Genetec. And I'm hoping everyone can see my screen because this is the main screen where you will go to log in at our portal. And your username will be your email address. If y'all have any problems logging in or don't have access, just send an email over to channelsales@genetec.com and we will get you all fixed up. So I just go ahead and enter my username here and hit continue. And my connection's a little slow, so I apologize now. And as you can see, this is the main screen that will pop up. This is your technical assistance. We'll go into greater detail as we go along, as well as our Tech.hub and our channel partners is right here with on the far right with the two hands. I believe this is where most of y'all will be hanging out, finding stuff, going to. It's your main screen, so we can go ahead and click on that. Okay, and it should pop up like this. Right here in the middle is any information that we have happening, any updates, anything at all, as well as any news down here. Now, up in the upper right-hand corner is my price list. This is a handy little tool. I definitely recommend that everyone clicks on it. This is where you're gonna go to download y'all's price list. It will show up in however y'all are formatted with whatever discount y'all have, if it's Canadian or if it's US. And I always recommend you download it in Excel format because it's super easy to search. I use it myself just to find part numbers most of the time because I don't always know which particular reader or card you will need. It's just an awesome resource to have. And I download it and leave it open on my computer. So I will just close that out. And the next one over here is quotes and orders. That is the main one that I use. And the first one is a new system, new project. Then we have new subscriptions, system add-ons, Genetec Advantage, Genetec Advantage Renewal, Genetec Advantage Options, as well as clearance trial accounts. And I'll go into each one in depth. So say we have a new project. We'll go ahead and click on that. And here is where I would fill in all the, Pam's office. We'll go with, let's go with the United States because that's where I currently am. So I'll go all the way down to the bottom. And I don't know the order date, so I'm going to do it 3 months out, which is November 24th. Estimated value, let's say $30,000. And then I will click all the products involved. Let's go with Omnicast, Security Center, and Synergist. Do I know the camera manufacturer? We're not for sure yet. So I'll click unknown and storage manufacturer BCD because I know a lot of y'all do use our Stream Vault products. And is this project for an existing integrator? Let's say yes, we'll go with ABC integrator. And we will go with 123 as my existing end user. So from here, I've entered all the information so I can go to create a project. Now I can also save this so that I can come back to it later because I may know that I have the job coming up, but I'm not for sure how many cameras we have, how many door controllers we need, any of that. So I can always go back because now it's saved. If I do decide, hey, I want to do this now, I will create a quote. So I'll go on to quote type. And a lot of y'all will have this capability as well if you're doing easy stuff. So we're gonna go, it's usually always Security Center because Omnicast is slightly older. I will want the latest version 5.9, but I know sometimes you're adding on or federating to an existing system. So you can go to like 5.7 or whatever you need. And I know I'm going to have 62 cameras. So I will just, it's super easy and super user friendly. So it will show everything I need here, the main components of the system. I have my base, I have the software, and I have an Omnicast Pro. So I know I'm going to need to add some cameras. So I'll go to Omnicast Professional, and I will go ahead and just add 62 cameras. So now it populates here. And let's say this is all I need to do. I can either save this, request review just in case you have a TBPA on file or you're not sure if this is exactly what you need. You can always hit request review. That will go straight to channel sales and you will be given first priority. We always look at those first. Any corrections that need to be made, we will take care of it and answer any questions. And we'll say I'm good to go. So I will hit continue. And if I'm talking too fast, please just let me know. And the next screen is the Genetec Advantage. I know that it pays for itself and I know I want that. So I can go anywhere from 1 to 5 years. We'll just do 1 year right now. And we're gonna add the Genetec Advantage. We want all that. Awesome. So we're gonna click quote summary. Maybe. And this will populate everything that's going to be on the quote. My main systems, my add-on cameras, as well as the Advantage. And this is the point where if you want to do anything, you now have the quote number. So just in case, you can either save this quote, you can save it as a PDF just in case you want to send it to your purchasing agent, you want to email it to the project manager. You can request review, which will of course come back to channel sales. You have the option to modify this quote just in case, oops, I forgot fell over connections. Let me add it. Or we can email it as a PDF. Now, for those of you who have buyer's rights, if this is your complete quote, you know it's perfect, you can also hit checkout. I gotta admit, it's faster. It's like buying on Amazon. You're going to get your results instantaneously. You will see it pop up. You will see all the licenses. So I'm not going to go any further because I don't have buyer's rights. So I will click on my channels partner and go home. And quotes and orders again. And let's say you had done a quote on channel sales had done a quote for you, or you had done a quote and now you want to purchase it online. As some of you may know, you are now getting emails back from our customer service, anything that's under $1,500 or it's just a simple add-on. This is much faster, much easier than waiting for our customer service, because sometimes manually it just takes a little while longer. So I'm going to go over here to under new system to current projects. Bear with me. Okay, so that was the one we just created. Let's say I have a project name, or I can do it by end user or integrator, but we'll just go down here to project name and all of them will pop up here. So they'll be on the left-hand side. So let's click on that one. Bear with me just one more moment. Come on. Come on. As you can see, it's circling. It's still thinking. So this is what popped up. It tells the quote number. It tells if there's demo license, anything at all. So I will go up here into the tabs under quotes. So I see this quote is here. It's pending. So I'm going to click on that. And let's say I just want to go over here. I will click on that, convert to an order. So I'm going to do the advantage as well, add the advantage, and then I'll hit quote summary. And it's still chugging along. And everything I will have that was either put in previously or everything I had done will pop up. So I'll look through it, make sure it's right. I have my Omnicast standard and 20 standard licenses, as well as my Synergist standard and 5 standard reader connections, as well as my advantage. I have my advantage for the Omnicast and the advantage for the Synergist. And again, if you have buyer rights, you just check out here. I don't have buyer rights, so I won't be able to check out. And then after you check out, you can, once you hit that button, you can go into it and attach a copy of your PO. So we have it in hand, and then it's automatically processed. It will come straight to you, and it's just super fast and easy. I've heard a lot of people really like it. But let's say this, oops, I forgot to add a MR52. I can also go in and modify this quote and just add whatever I need. The thing I like about our system is that I can't make a mistake. I can't say, oops, let me add a Omnicast Pro camera when I don't have Omnicast Pro system. It will only allow me to add what I need. So we'll go ahead and say I need an EVO. We'll add that as well. And once you get in the hang of it, it's super fast to order online. And so we'll get out of this one and we'll go to our next section. And now subscription, I do always recommend that you email us at Channel Sales for subscription quotes. It's just a really finicky system. So I have trouble doing it myself. So don't hesitate to reach out to us for any subscription quotes. A system add-on, this one is super popular and probably one you'll use a lot. So these are going to be all your systems that y'all are integrator of record for. Anything will pop up. As you can see, these are pretty old systems. They're original Omnicast systems. They're really old. They're more for our demo purposes. But let's say I'm not the integrator on record. Let's just say I'm taking over a system from whoever's company. This one I'll just pull up quickly and see, since I am not integrator of record, it's only going to pop up as a system name and the system ID. You will have to have the entire system ID to add on to it. So let's say I want to generate a quote for Kenobi Lake Park. And I hope they don't mind me using them as an example. Okay, and again, anything that they have on their system will automatically populate. So let's say I just want to add on to their security center platform. Maybe I want to add a failover directory or something like that. So I'll select that and I'll go here to whatever I want to add on. Anything that I can add on will populate here. So we'll add threat levels. Go ahead and add that item. And let's say, oops, I need to add some camera connections too. And we will add 4 camera connections. So everything will populate here, and the next screen will be to proceed to advantage selection. So I hit continue. So it does show that it looks like, oops, I have some advantage on here. Since it is an existing system, it will absolutely not let you, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize, I'm going really fast. If there's any questions at all, I'm happy to slow down. So the Omnicast Advantage is on the system, so I know I have to add that. So I will hit quote summary. So everything's going to populate here. Again, you will have your quote number up here, as well as the project name, the Advantage contract, the system ID, as well as everything I've added and my Advantage number. So once again, you do have the options. You can either check out if you have buyer's rights, you can save it, you can save it to a PDF, or you can request review. We'll go on there and say TBPA 1234. So it will come to me and I'll know, okay, there's an additional discount, or let's say Courtney, which is one of my RSMs, approved 25% discount. So that will come to me and we will check it and submit for review, come to me, we'll take care of it and email you back. And your last option, of course, is that you can email the quote. Your purchasing agent, the project manager, anyone at all. Does anyone have any questions this far? I know I'm going really fast and my accent's hard to understand. How do I renew a quote? That's a good one. TBPA. So if I need to renew a quote, let's say I had done a quote back in May, and you know it's good for 90 days. I will absolutely go in it to show you that. You will have, let's go to home. All your quotes and orders are going to be here. And so let's say I need to go look up a quote that Tanby had done a few months ago. So anything that will appear online, now some of the stuff will not appear online because there's specific parts, Streambolt and stuff like that. But let's say this was the quote. It was done July 14th. So I know this is for the Children's National Medical Center. So I'm going to click on it. And I will go over here to the quote screen. So I do see 2. So let's go with this one. Bear with me. And then you will ask for a review. So say we need to update it, refresh quote. That way it will come to us. We will refresh it just in case there's the Advantage has changed, or if the pricing has changed, because I think I forgot to mention this, there is pricing increases twice a year. They will automatically happen in May and November. So around that time, you will need to refresh your price list. So I know that the price increase had done before this, but we may need to change the Advantage. And you click submit for review. And once again, it will just come to us and we will update it as need be. We may have to reapply the discount. So let's just say refresh quote, Advantage, and apply discount 25%. And it'll come to us first priority as always. Now, a TBPA, I know that was a question. That is for an ongoing price. Unfortunately, let's say I have a chain of stores. Let's go with, I have a chain of grocery stores or Walmart or whatever have you. So every time I'm adding on to the system, since that job's never going to be complete. There's always going to be adding on, there's always going to be new stores. We set up a specific discount that lasts a year, and this could be on any job or any project that we know is going to continue to be ongoing, so you get the discount. But it does need to be sent for review every time. Unfortunately, I know that you do Walmarts, but I know you also do Targets. So you wouldn't have the same specific discount for Walmarts that you would have for Targets. Can POs be imported, or would it be tied to a PO in the system? It can be either one, but when you do submit for a new order, you would need to add a PO always. So we have a hard copy. So you can add on to an existing system, but always you're going to need a PO attached to it so we can create the transaction. Okay. Do we have any more for now? Or... Okay, that's okay. Shout out if you do. Okay, we'll continue on. Go to quotes and orders. Now, Genetec Advantage. This is if we want to purchase a new Genetec Advantage. As you know, it's worth its weight in gold, because in case there's a system or if there's an update you need, if there's any issues, this is super helpful. So I would select a system that I'm integrator of records for. So this one will pop up. Since there is no Genetec Advantage found, everything that will pop up which is on this system, as you can see, it's a little older. So now I do see a question, how long does a review process take? Normally it can, if we have to review it, providing that there's not a particular part that's not built, such as a stream vault, or we need to get with HID and see which specific cards, it can be done in an hour or two. If we are waiting on specific TBPAs or approval, it sometimes can take a day or two, because we're always waiting on approval or changes that need to be made that are out of our control. But we do try to do it in the fastest time imaginable. But if it's for a very specific project or something, when we need help, it might take a little longer. But usually we try to have it back before the end of the day. And okay, I apologize, I just hopped out. On the Advantage, everything on the system will pop up here. I see there's Omnicast Pro and Omnicast Standard. So I will generate a quote. Oh, I apologize, since this is an older system, so I can't do it because it was created more than 3 years ago. Let me see how old this one is. Okay, this is a newer system. So I'll click on that one, and everything pops up. The SDK equipment, the Omnicast, the Synergist, the AutoView, and restricted cameras, which we don't do much anymore. Gosh, I'm sorry guys, it looks like all the things I'm integrator of record for are more than 3 years old. So normally you would hit here and it would generate a quote as the new system add-ons have in the past. Fortunately, everything's really old. Let's try this one. Yep, all these are super old. I'm so sorry, guys. Which I know is not helpful. Let's say I want to go, I have an existing advantage. So we'll go renew a Genetec advantage. Once again, these are slightly older systems, so I'm hoping it will let me. This is the city of Chicago. I see that has Omnicast 4.0, and it also has the end user. All my pertinent information will pop up here along with anything that's on the record, where I will go generate a quote. My goodness. All right, we're going to type in the system ID that I have been using. Let me make sure I don't have that one. Well, ordinarily, if it has been less than 5 years, it would let you 9 years, huh? Apparently, I apologize. Everything I'm integrator of record for has been on the system so long, it won't let me. Let's just see if I can find one that I may be able to use. I don't think I have one offhand. All right, let's try. Since I'm not integrator record, I don't have one, but ordinarily you can generate a quote if the system has been less than 5 years and it would pop up. And you can do the same. You can request review. You can send it out. You can save it, all that options. Let's go back. I apologize. Now you can also go up here to the 3 dots. And this is a handy little resource to have as well for the My Systems tab. This way, as you know, sometimes you send us a quote and you don't know the system ID, but you know your integrator of record for it. Bear with me just one moment. And everything will pop up here. Anything that y'all have on your systems, anything at all. So the system name, the license type, which most of the time it will be perpetual, but we do have some subscription quotes as well. The system ID, the product, which as you can tell, these are all old. That's why they're Omnicast 4.0 instead of Security Center. There will be a subscription ID just in case it is a subscription system, as well as the end user, and if there is an active advantage. So it will show up in alphabetical order. So you know it starts with not the city of Chicago. So I'll go to page 7 and just see what's on there. Maybe. And it's a little slow today, guys. I'm so sorry. And they will all pop up. These are all your demo IDs too. So you can go and you know that I had created a demo for you for this directory, demo ID, the end user, which is, since it's Genetec, it would be Genetec, but it wouldn't normally say your name there. And in case you need to renew it, you can send channel sales an email, apologize, saying, please renew demo license DEM-1 110503-796651. And we can know it's expired and we just need to renew it. So next, does anyone have any more questions on anything we had gone to? I know I had gone through the Channel Partners portal pretty fast. I would be happy to answer any questions that anyone may have. If I haven't gone over it, I would be happy to do it now.
Thank you, Pam. This is Tanvi from
Yes.
Channel Team as well. I am also monitoring the questions and answering questions as and when they come.
Okay. Well, if no one has any more questions, we'll move on to we'll go to the Tech.Hub now. Now, this is a handy one. I use this one personally a lot. Once again, my connection is a little slow. This is our Tech.Hub. This is where you will go and you will find the data sheets, you will find instruction manuals. You can either sort it by product. If you know, oh, I want to know about Clear ID, I can click on that and it may pop up, or you can go down here and see everything is categorized. So we have Security Center, we have Synergist, we have Auto View, the Kiwi Analytics, or we can, let's say, I don't know which system I want to. Let's go with compatible. I can't type. All right, let's go with product compatibility with Security Center. Let's say I want to make sure that what I have in existence will work. So anything will come up here. Product capability with Clear ID, with mission control. That way you can absolutely check and make sure that anything's going to work with it. As well as Kiwi Vision, because I know a lot of you have specific cameras you want to make sure will work with our systems. Say you have some Axis cameras, you can absolutely search it here. We can look up MR52 reader manuals just in case I want to know how to install it. Or I can send spec sheets out as well. I know I have been asked for data sheets or anything at all. This is a great resource to have so we can find it. And I can look up, oh, this is where the voltage is. So that is super handy. Another great resource to have is our technical assistance program. So I will go here to our home screen for technical assistance. Now this is where you're going to go create a new case. Let's say I have a system and I just don't have Advantage on it. The customer didn't want to buy it, but there's a problem. So I would go over here to create a case. And well, all my systems that I'm integrated with record for will pop up here. So I'll choose that system. It's going to show the product and the version. And you can enter any information you have. Let's say 2 readers, access. And we're not sure about the firmware. My information will automatically populate with my name, the company, the phone number, the email, and let's say I don't want you to call me, I want you to call my cell phone. So I can go ahead and enter that number here. So my alternate phone and my phone number. Now a title, let's put effective cloud link. No response. Let's say won't power, because the more descriptive you are, the better. Let's say it's an emergency, it's a school, it's down, so I'm going to say by tomorrow. Well, apparently I only have video surveillance on this one. And we'll say license. Is it not? So you would just fill out all the information. That way our technical assistance department will absolutely have as much information, and you can submit a case. And then that way it's in the system, you know what's going on, and you can track it that way. Now, let's say it's an old case, but it's not really active anymore. So you would go to all cases, and it would populate here. You can look at some old ones that resolved. I obviously don't have any, but let's say there was, it would automatically populate here. I could click on it and see what my tech had done to resolve the issue, or somebody in our technical support departments. But it also has any news. If we need to do a GTAP portal video, all of them are going to be on here, so it can go to YouTube and it can sort of walk you through. Say it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you can watch the videos and see if anything's on there. And as well as any systems. All my systems are going to be right here. Does anyone have any questions? I know I went a little fast, so I'd be happy to go over any questions at all.
I think Pam, we're good. I haven't seen new questions yet.
Okay. Well, I'll be happy to stay online. If there's anything at all I can go over, just let me know. Well, if no one has any more questions, I appreciate y'all's time today. And if you don't have access to our portal, please let us know. Or you need help walking through a online order, we're always happy to help. But I will stay on here a little while longer just to make sure if there's anything at all I need to go over again, I'm happy to do so.
See, Pam, Cindy has a hand raised, so I'm not sure if she has more questions.
Oh,
But
I'm sorry.
no problem. But Cindy, if you can hear me, I know you had a couple of questions in the chat as well. You can just give a call to channel sales, and we are reachable at 855-245-0326. It's 855-245-0326. I have a couple of questions that I'm going to answer in the chat.
Yes, ma'am. Let me know if I can answer any of them.
No problem. Hey, Pam.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't see any more questions, and most of the people have left, so we can close this webinar now.
Okay, thank y'all so much for attending, guys, and please feel free to reach out to us if there's anything else at all we can assist with.